Over the next hour or so, we're going to investigate just how this family vlogging channel have deceived hundreds of thousands of paying punters and faked a possible baby loss and begged for food and toys and games for these babies that they've had, and not forgetting the possible daycare centre allegations of abuse and corruption. It's all going to be covered in the next hour or so, so please stay with me and I'm sure we can get through this together. With God's love and God's forgiveness, please, let's continue. The Jacksons of Atlanta are a self-proclaimed TV show where they vlog their families' lives, would you believe? With the very unique selling point, the fact that they have 2 sets of twins, and a third one on the way, as we'll get into. The family, run by Pastor Justin Jackson and the pastor's wife, Mahogany Jackson. Yeah, these highly religious peeps who have no problem taking the Lord's name in vain, God bless them.
Oh, Lord. You ready?
The very same religious peeps and community-driven pastors who have no problem joking about the homeless.
Mahogany's going to her hair appointment.
Yes, y'all. I'm looking homeless right now, but I'm about to get my life together.
Look real homeless over there.
Very homeless, y'all.
She is indeed looking very homeless, I must say. But how about clickbaiting giving your own baby up for adoption? Seriously, is that something to joke about in a vlog? But one of the biggest faux pas these two blundering buffoons have committed is the time they inquired how to get their cat's paws declawed.
I know, y'all, before we had talked about, before actually I had went into the hospital, we had talked about getting Shadow declawed. So we're still trying to figure out, is that something that we want to do or what? We really don't know just yet. But it's one of those hard things because it's like, if he's going to be with us forever, I don't really mind getting him declawed because we'll always protect, you know, make sure he don't go outside because they need their claws to protect themselves. But I don't know, y'all comment down below and let us know if y'all think we should get him declawed or what we shall do.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Let us know down in the comments if you ever had to, you know, declaw your cat or whatever. Let us know how the process went because we new to it.
They rightly received huge backlash for even considering putting their cat through so much pain. This is taken from the Humane Society of America website, but other similar websites are the same all over the world. They all say pretty much the same thing. Why is declawing bad? Declawing can cause paw pain, back pain, infection, tissue necrosis, tissue death, and lameness. Removing claws changes the way a cat's foot meets the ground and can cause pain, like wearing an uncomfortable pair of shoes. Improperly removed claws can regrow, causing nerve damage and bone spurs. For several days after surgery, shredded newspaper is typically used in the litter box to prevent litter from irritating declawed feet. This unfamiliar litter substitute, accompanied by pain when scratching in the box, may lead cats to stop using the litter box altogether. Some cats may become biters because they no longer have their claws for defense, so there's that. So all in all, it is not a good idea to get your cat declawed for a variety of reasons. The main one is that it's painful and it's cruel. And it shouldn't be done, and most countries are making it become illegal. So Justin, if you have thought about this any further, I would urge you strongly to stop it, especially with you being a proud man of the cloth, which doesn't seem to have given you much empathy to stop animal cruelty, nor That said, of the ability to realise that God probably doesn't want you pimping your kids out to predators online, such as this time you filmed undressing your twins and bathing them, followed by filming them in their diapers. Did he actually just look round to see if the camera was pointing in the correct direction and it was all switched on? Isn't that a little bit more sick than I originally gave him credit for?
Alrighty, yeah, so
I'd just like to point out that that's not the only clip on his channel that shows such a thing, so I'm thinking that anybody with any common sense, and this guy, he thinks he's got common sense, he's a great businessman, he thinks, so he would know that putting your toddlers or your babies in a bathtub, bathing them, is not the done thing these days in business, don't you know? Last year, Justin and Mahogany were pregnant with their third set of twins. Having twins is clearly their thing and a big draw to their channel. So, fortunately, when they announced the pregnancy, it turned out to be twins again. How lucky was that, right? From that moment, they clickbaited the absolute hell out of the third set of twins with vlog after vlog after vlog. In fact, in their third set of twins playlist, they have a total of 130 videos. That's 130 videos in their playlist full of pregnancy related third set of twins related videos. 130 in case you missed me the first 2 times. It was the most aggressive form of exploiting a birth I've ever seen, promoting it at every given opportunity.
This should be interesting, y'all. We're kind of just watching my blood pressure, watching my sugar, and just watching everything just to make sure, you know, everything is coasting good. So this should be interesting, y'all. Just keep it locked. Make sure you guys continue to just watch and you'll know all the updates because y'all know we're always going to keep bringing you updates, keep keeping you informed.
But even clickbaiting potential pregnancy problems within the lead up to it, that picture there says everything that you need to know about what the hell's going on. Nothing of that sort actually happened in the video.
What you mean? Let me see. What bump you got on your leg?
I got a bump right
Where?
here.
Oh, God. You ain't got them monkey pop. You ain't got them monkey thing, do you?
Justin.
Huh?
Look at it.
All right. Go and wash your hands. Dawn soap. We can't even have. Go and wash your hands. Dawn soap. Huh?
It's nothing.
Yet turned out to be nothing. Clickbaiting possible pregnancy issues though is fairly sick, don't you think? And possibly a new low in humanity. However, watch on and you'll see that that is not the lowest of the low that they could possibly go. Incredible to think, but it is actually true. Out with the insane clickbait, 130 videos, remember? They monetized everything. Obviously the vlogs earn them money as they all do, but the pregnancy reveal was sponsored by this lovely fellow.
What's going on, guys? I got Andy here with me from Prestige Helicopters. Thanks, Justin. Yeah, we certainly appreciate the Jacksons of Atlanta coming out and celebrating with us today.
There's certainly nothing like a good old plug at the end of a pregnancy reveal, right? And the gender reveal was also sponsored by these lovely new glasses.
I want to thank Glasses USA for sponsoring this video.
Literally nothing was off limits, including aggressively asking for stuff for the new babies.
Make sure you guys hit that twin baby registry. Because a lot of things we gave away, so we don't have things to really pass down outside of like clothing. So that's a situation there. Y'all know our third set of twins will be here super soon. And so many of you guys have asked how you can send gifts and things like that. Our address is in the description box down below. Also, our twin baby registry is in the description box down below as well, so you can get something off there, or you can just go to the store, get some gifts, and then send it to our mailing address. Totally up to you. But we are so grateful for everything that you guys have sent so far, and just for those of you who have decided to send things, we really appreciate it.
Don't forget, you can either buy from the baby registry or send directly to them if you should so wish. You have options, at least. Options, that's important, right? Asking once you could possibly get away with, but mentioning it in multiple videos, nope, it becomes begging.
On July 30th, we were supposed to have our meet and greet / twin baby shower, but due to cases of the coronavirus and rising again, and Mahogany's health, you know, we don't want to risk it.
You did indeed hear that right. A baby shower / meet and greet. And why do you have a baby shower if not to get free shit for your baby? Honestly, never heard anything quite as mercenary in all my life. Imagine inviting a bunch of strangers to your baby shower. My God, do you have any friends?
Alright, y'all, so we just finished blowing the candle. So y'all, you know, y'all done seen the gender reveal by now, but
funky and just
2 more boys. What we gonna do? 2 more boys. What are we gonna do?
Well, here we are, guys. The third set of twins are coming. Not clickbait. Well, I for one am glad it's not clickbait. Imagine saying that about your baby in real life. Imagine you phone up your mum and say, Mum, the baby's on its way. For real. Not clickbait. Get yourself it. It's like, what? You wouldn't do that. Why would you do that in a video, in a real life vlog? Just unbelievable. And that goes for many vloggers that do that. But yeah, unreal. They uploaded this video. Mahogany is in pain with the third set of twins' birth. Now take note of this next clip.
I just never messed up like that before, so I just made me nervous. Okay, so we're good. You ready? Okay, drop your chin. You're gonna be perfect. Drop your chin and focus on your breathing. And don't move.
The very next day, they uploaded the full birth video, which included the following clip.
I just never messed up like that before, so I just made me nervous. Okay, so we're good. You ready? Okay, drop your chin. You're gonna be perfect. Drop your chin and focus on your breathing. And don't move. Alright, do you feel my hand touch?
So you'll notice it's the same clip but 2 different videos. So they recorded the birth vlog all in one and took a segment out of it in order to make a separate vlog to make some more money out of it. Need to monetize that birth as much as goddamn possible, right?
The time now is 6:18 a.m. 6:18 a.m. So you guys comment down below what time you think the twins are coming. So let us know down in the comments.
Now, by this point, he 100% knows they did not give birth to twins. If they are to be believed, that's a big if, they're currently grieving the loss of a baby. Right? They're currently grieving the loss of their baby, and yet they still left that clip in, asking people to comment about something which will trigger them. That is sick. Pure and simply sick. Now, obviously, many people suspect that they never were pregnant with twins in the first place. But either way, it's still sick. No matter which way you look at it, it is sick. If he's telling the truth and he is asking them to comment about something they know they have lost a baby, that is beyond the pale of sickness and shouldn't be ignored, in fact.
5, 6, 7, 8. No, hold on, 9 and 10. Okay, relax. Okay.
Notice just as she's giving birth, they chose to put the subscribe button pop up. Just as she's giving birth, they're asking people to subscribe. That is, if you look at it like that and you put the two together, it's quite sick as well. You know, here's the baby, please click subscribe. That, you know, that's monetizing your child on another level again. It just gets worse. Now, this is where the whole thing gets messier. It was already messy, now it's getting messier, right? We're led to believe that Mahogany carried the baby to full term. They clickbaited the third set of twins all the way through, including the birth vlog. In fact, they even titled it Live Birth of Third Set of Twins, which in itself is sick again, given apparently one of those twins didn't make it, and they knew that at the time, so to title it like that is just sick. And this is why I don't know what's going on with their brains, because apparently they are churchgoers. In fact, they are pastors and must be quite, well, you know, morally, they should have quite good morals, right? But to say that your baby has been born when you know that it's not, then that is sick, and then to monetize it is sicker again. So I don't get how they are able to preach the faith and then come back and do things like this. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me personally. Maybe I'm getting the wrong end of the stick with the religious stuff, but personally I take religious people to have a moral high ground to an extent, and these don't seem to have it. So why would you listen to them on a Sunday if they produce this type of thing on a weekday? But at the end of that birth vlog, there was no indication anything was wrong. The fact the title said they did give birth to twins, coupled with no mention of anything being wrong, suggested everything was perfect. And I'm no doctor or midwife for that matter, but would the doctors encourage her to just carry on as normal, having just told her that she's lost a baby? And I mean, there was no indication on the lead up that they'd been told that there was only one twin was being born, or what. Nothing made sense in that respect. I'm sure somebody with a bit more knowledge than me will be able to tell me exactly what should happen in that scenario, but it just seemed very off. The day after, again dragging it out as much as possible, the now infamous "we're not having a third set of twins anymore" vlog went up, and it was bad.
Guys, do me a big favor, hit the subscribe button, turn on the post notifications, make sure you comment down below what you do.
That was an insanely weird way to address the situation of losing your baby. Please hit the notification bell, click subscribe, comment everything down below and everything like that. Seems a very weird way to enter into what is going to be a very tough discussion right now.
Listen, this is one of the hardest videos that we have ever had to do.
And I know that people are gonna have things to say, and people people are going to judge us, and it's just a lot for me emotionally right now. But I know people are going to say, well, this is your fault, or this is what you get, or just different things. And we're just asking for just positivity in the comments,
especially during this time.
And we know that we have genuine supporters that do love us, and we feel you guys' love, and we appreciate your love.
Yeah, guys, we deeply do. We understand that we do with anything in life. There, you know, with the success, there comes a lot of haters.
Diving straight in on the defense, they're gonna get hate, and people will say they deserve it. What? How? And why? Why? I genuinely am confused listening to that. Genuinely, nobody will say that. If that's what really and truly happened and you lost your baby, nobody in their right mind is going to turn around and say, you deserve that. You've got too many kids as it is. What world do you live in? I mean, again, it's this sort of mindset from the people who run the church. It feels very like something's wrong there. I don't get it. Okay, maybe I'm missing something, but I don't get it.
Keep moving forward.
And try to, you know, look at the positive.
There was a lot of this type of quote throughout. Keep going, think positive, be strong, etc., etc., without saying anything about anything.
You are our family, and so we just wanted to just let you guys know what's going on. And
yep, you guys are our family, and we want you to know what happened without actually telling them what happened. Go figure. It's just, I'm definitely not in the right frame of mind for this.
Due to some complications and things just not going as planned.
Yeah, guys, so due to some complications and things not going as planned,
and that was the theme throughout the whole video. There were some complications and things didn't go as planned and such like. It was there was a lot of beating around the bush without actually saying anything of any particular note.
We had some unfortunate things happen, so
we just appreciate you guys' prayers at this time, and we just appreciate and just ask for you to just, you know, respect our privacy at this time.
Respect our privacy at this time. The irony of that, having just literally popped a child out live on YouTube, and you expect privacy at this particular time when you didn't respect the privacy of your child who you just birthed on YouTube. So, what's the word for it? Idiotic, moronic.
As we heal, as we find our strength, and you know, and just find our way of paving, you know, to heal.
There's another one of those rather unfortunate self-promotions of the social medias by promoting Instagram, just as you are asking for prayers to heal and time to heal and everything else.
When we get to the point that we believe we can share, we definitely do, but
yep, when they get to the point where they feel they can share it with everybody, they definitely will do. So that's why about a week later they put up another, but a part 2 of this video, and told nothing about anything, but clickbaited that they were going to tell something about something, but said nothing about anything.
It's been a beautiful beautiful journey, and of course we didn't think then that things would be how they are now. But we appreciate you guys' love. Like I said, we appreciate your support and just your prayers and just giving us the time we need. And as we said before, you know, when we feel the time is right.
Yeah, we're going to share with you guys. Right now, you know, a lot of people know the Jackets of Atlanta. We share it all. And I saw somebody, I met someone recently, they said, listen, sometimes you gotta keep some stuff for yourself.
And he's not wrong. He is actually not wrong. Sometimes you gotta keep stuff to yourself. You know, things like this. It's painful, it's grieving and everything. But when you do that, it really, really helps to actually not clickbait that you are going to tell people and use it for monetary purposes. See, this entire video had nothing to do with anything that they clickbaited it was going to be. Now, nobody would have said anything had they just left it alone and said nothing, but bringing out a video purporting to actually say what people are wondering and then not saying anything, that is where people get a little bit like, well, what's going on here then? But I wish I could say that was the worst of it. I really, really do wish that was the case. But for the next 9 months, they did nothing but troll their own fans who wanted to know what was going on and what actually happened that day at the hospital. So when this appeared, exposing Mahogany, she tells the truth about what happened, and it actually appeared within the playlist of the pregnancy, the third set of twins playlist, and one might think that she's going to tell the truth about what happened to the baby. Little did we know.
I'm ready to expose myself.
You expose yourself. You're ready to tell the truth. You're ready to tell the truth.
I knew you was gonna make
and the truth shall set you free.
So yeah, the whole thing was just basically a Q&A about exposing Mahogany's whatever. It was just shit, right? But not one single peep about the baby. Nothing. I have no idea why they did that and made it sound like they were about to tell the truth about what really happened when it wasn't even mentioned. And then a few days later, another one appeared, and it was along the same lines but about Justin, and exactly the same thing happened. It was fabulous.
No, and you have to tell the truth.
Truth, I'm gonna tell the truth, and the truth should set me free.
See, the problem isn't that they are not telling people what happened. I mean, that is part of the problem because they kind of promised that they would do, but the problem is that they know exactly what they are doing. They know that people want to know what happened, so they are clickbaiting the shit out of what happened, except for not telling people what happened. And that's kind of getting people a little bit angry. And it didn't stop. It still didn't stop. But this one, what actually happened at the hospital, I mean, you can't really say that this means anything other than what happened at the hospital. It's just self-explanatory. Surely, to goodness, they are going to address the situation.
We definitely continue to ask for your prayers and support. And hopefully, you know, at some point, like I said, we'll be able to share and as we heal and share with you all when the time is right.
So yeah, that was the beginning of the vlog, and it was clearly shot at the hospital whilst they were there, as was the rest of it was shot on the same day. So they had held all this footage back in lieu of a part 2 that they knew that they were going to upload later on. It's lovely to know that their lovely fans have been taken for a ride, isn't it?
I continue to ask you for your prayers, for your support, and just continue, you know, to pray for us. A lot of you ask, how can I support, how can I help? Pray, 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 pray.
Well, funnily enough, people like to know what they're praying for. As this person said, when I pray, I like to pray for specific things. How can anybody pray for y'all if you're not telling us what happened and what to pray for? It's sad that the title leads us to think we will hear what they went through and find out what happened to the other baby, and nothing but a repeat of old videos. Absolutely true. Could you just come out and explain or say what happened? It's so frustrating to watch when you're expecting something and you don't get it, i.e. answers. Now, there is clickbait and then there's clickbait, right? I understand it. We all understand what clickbait's all about. But when you clickbait something, it's supposed to have a tinge, at least an inkling of what you've clickbaited. So if you say something's in the video, there might be referring to something, or there might be 5 seconds of that thing. But when it comes down to it, and you do this one, which is using Mahogany's own mother, no, I don't know. Mahogany's mother speaks about the third set of twins. It was magical. There was not one single mention of the third set of twins within the video. Not one single mention. There definitely was not a mention by the mother, Mahogany's mother, of the twins, or of the other twin, the surviving twin. Not once. So to clickbait that title is just beyond anything that I think I've ever come across in terms of sickness, because they are saying that they lost one of their babies, and yet they are not only not saying what happened to that baby. I mean, was it lost in childbirth? Was it lost in the run up to it? Did they know before they went in that that was what was going to happen? What was the complications, and what was the unfortunateness that actually happened? But to use this type of clickbait is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Unbelievably sick, whichever way you look at it. And then when they got back from the hospital, this is brilliant. This is, watch this.
We got a lot of stuff in the mail, especially that you guys have been sending. Thank you so much. Because we definitely needed all those things, so we definitely appreciate that.
So they've just got back from the hospital, and they've just unfortunately lost one of their babies, and they mention all the things that their fans have sent them for the babies, for the twins. There is not one mention there that they will give the option to send the things back that are not required. I'm sorry, but we will return your items. We were so grateful for you sending those items to us, but unfortunately, due to the circumstances now, we're not able to accept them. We will return them, and that would have been fine. But to not even mention that and just say, no, we're keeping them anyway, is just really, really poor.
This is one of the cribs that has come.
Yeah.
We have another one that's going to be arriving in another week. Of course, we'll probably send that one back and, exchange it for more items and things that we need.
Now that is obviously one of the cribs that they bought themselves, but where's the other one? If you bought 2 cribs, would you not have received them both at the same time? If you bought them both at the same, you'd need them both at the same time, wouldn't you? And you would have bought them at the same time and expect to receive them at the same time. I don't understand why only one has arrived. Maybe it was a mistake by the company, but given the circumstances right now, when we're looking at did they or did they not expect to have twins? It's not looking good in that respect, that's all I'm saying. Now, hands up, what vlog you would not put out having just lost your baby, right? You wouldn't then release a video which says twin baby names we love but didn't use for our third set of twins. Continuing to clickbait the third set of twins even though one didn't make it, which is really, really sick. I can't explain just how bad this actually is. This whole scenario is really, really sick. If they are telling the truth, it is worst case scenario, sick, sick, sick. Best case scenario, it's sick.
We are talking about twin names that we love, but we are not using.
Thank you.
Now, just 2 months after losing one of their babies, they put this one up. Telling my husband I'm pregnant after just having our third set of twins. Live pregnancy test. So this actually confused the hell out of me, and I'll tell you for why in a second.
What do you need? I know not.
What did I tell you?
They got loads of congratulations in the comment section. Congratulations, I hope everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be okay. Congratulations on another baby, although it's sooner than you wanted. Congratulations, I'm praying for you. It was a sea of love in the comments. Congratulations, I'm so happy for you all. And then this one went up. We made baby number 6 and 7 in Houston. So, yeah. And then planning our gender reveal video. And this was a period of weeks that this went on for. And at the beginning of that gender reveal video, she put a disclaimer.
Let me be clear, okay? Let me just go and clear the air. Because I seen what you guys was saying. I seen your comments. And you was talking about I was looking a little thick or something. But y'all, nobody's pregnant. Nobody's pregnant, okay?
So I can't lie, I was confused as fuck when looking through all these. I saw pregnant. I saw we made babies in Houston. I saw gender reveal, and I was like, oh, they're having a baby again so soon after, right? You know. And then I saw that they weren't pregnant, and I was like, what? Why? What? I don't get it. And then she explained that at the beginning because there was no explanation at the end of any of the videos about this baby. Apparently there was nothing to suggest that it was not real and they were just playing a game. And my issue here with this is the fact that this happened 2 months after having lost a baby. They are pretending, doing a skit that's saying that they are having another baby, another set of twins in fact. That was their skit, and they didn't happen to mention to anybody that that's what they were doing. In fact, people were congratulating them and they didn't even correct them. That was what we're dealing with here. And even worse than that, whilst clickbaiting this fake new baby and making money out of their gullible fans, they clickbaited, we paid for the most expensive flight in the world, we bought a brand new Tesla, and this is all the time, all the while, are taking money from their fans for something which isn't actually happening and not telling people that it's not happening. This fake baby. Speaking of fake, it's I've covered this one in a recent video, and it was we lost our baby. Yep, they are currently pregnant with a real baby, but they clickbaited that they'd lost it. They didn't say, have we lost our baby, or we had difficulties with our baby. It was the shittest of shows that I've ever watched in my life. And in actual fact, there was no threat to the baby whatsoever. In fact, it's still alive and kicking. So clickbaiting that you've lost your baby is bad enough, but clickbaiting that you've lost your baby having already lost the baby is sicker than sick, sick, sick.
A daycare in Lynchburg wants to clear its name following allegations that workers neglected and abused children. Both the Virginia Department of Social Services and Lynchburg Police Department investigated Anointed Kids Daycare on Memorial Avenue. They both determined the accusations were unfounded. Anointed Kids Daycare has remained open, but they received an offer to buy that facility. They plan to close at the end of November. Seven Hills Community Church will open there in December.
Way back in 2017, Justin and Mahogany Jackson opened a church called the Anointed Place Church in Lynchburg, Virginia. It opened for the public on New Year's Day 2017.
We are the church that takes ministry to the streets. We want to pull you out of the trenches of life and the abandonment of where people may have left you.
This is what I was saying about earlier, and they were very close to the community, wanting to build in the community and do great things for their community, and yet they don't understand simple things like clickbaiting your baby's death and things like that, you know? Certainly puts on a good show, doesn't he? So much so that they decided to open a daycare centre, and in May 2018 the Anointed Kids Daycare Centre was upon us. For the princely sum of $95 you could send your kids to be looked after and cared for in the manner that you wished. However, that may not have been true in a lot of cases, possibly just allegations at this stage. Nothing has ever been proven, but according to news reports,
both the Virginia Department of Social Services and Lynchburg Police Department investigated Anointed Kids Daycare on Memorial Avenue. They both determined the accusations were unfounded.
As I said, they're just allegations, not being proven. In fact, authorities found them unfounded allegations, so they are just that at the moment. However, prior to that story going up, this appeared online, and it was damning. Now, I'll give thanks to the YouTuber APOC for preserving this, because I couldn't find the original online. So thank you to him. If you want to go and look at the original, go over to his channel. And this was what it says. Apologies for the poor quality of the screenshot here, but let's do the best that we can with this. This was a former worker at the Anointed Care Daycare Centre, and they said, I used to work at the Anointed Place Church for summer camp located in Lynchburg. Today was my last day, and there are a lot of reasons why. I was told my personality was the reason I was let go, but I was later told they knew I was going to make today my last day after I gave them my list of concerns, thus beating me to the punch, which is okay because I've seen children being treated ways that are unacceptable. So this person has been sacked because apparently they were gonna, well, they had outed them for various things, which we're going to get onto now. If you have your children enrolled in the daycare or summer camp, I highly suggest removing them ASAP. The way the children are treated are disgusting and evil. I literally witness children beg for food to eat that is supposed to be provided with the tuition they've paid, and them being told to be quiet and go sit down because they are hungry. I've witnessed a child with special needs put in a small room with the door shut while he cried because he was making too much noise. I also witnessed him being popped in the head with a package of baby wipes and told to shut up because he was crying. I've been told to tell the health inspector that we sanitize all the toys and clean the blankets and bedding for the children when that has not been done since I started working there, and I've started 5.5 weeks ago. I've witnessed baby and toddlers getting smacked in the head for crying during nap time. I've witnessed them take the children's water bottles and belongings downstairs in a basement when they've said that they had a roach problem just to get them out of the way. The children in the daycare are playing in there all day unsupervised. There are people in there sometimes which are volunteers. The volunteers are only 11 and 12 years of age, taking care of 1 to 3 year olds. I've heard the children fighting in the daycare and having to break them up numerous times because no one is back there, and them running into the summer camp area to tell me someone hit them when one time I saw a baby running with a small toy in his mouth and chased him to take it because, again, no one is watching them. I've also been threatened to withhold my pay if the health inspection was not passed. If your children attends this facility, there is a reason they do not allow parents back there, and that these are just some of them. I feel bad I waited so long to say something, but I'm trying to let as many people know as possible. The Anointed Daycare is no place for anyone's child, and this is what I've witnessed and experienced. Now, obviously, these are just allegations and one person's allegations of what they claim to have witnessed. But I suspect possibly this is the person that put the allegations forward to the health inspector and they found that there was nothing wrong. However, who knows? Who knows? It's not nice, though, to have those sort of allegations against you when you're trying to run a daycare centre, and if you are not running it to the best of anybody's expectations, then there is a big problem. And following the allegations, obviously they didn't recover from that. They decided to sell up and they moved from Virginia to where they are now in Georgia. So the Anointed Place church and daycare facility were no more. However, I do warn you, citizens of Atlanta, Georgia, the Anointed Place church is back on the menu over there, so beware.
What's going on, guys? This is your boy, Pastor Justin Jackson. Y'all, listen, I'm standing in the very venue. That's right, the very venue that we're getting ready to do our first pop-up worship service this year on August the 6th, y'all. Listen, I just wanted to be the first to tell you, listen, stay tuned. Make sure you're following us on all social media platforms, because listen, you don't want to miss. Listen, the details are forthcoming, but I just wanted to tell you, to be the first to tell you, guess what? The anointed place is coming right here to the city of Atlanta.
Now, family channels such as the Jackson family of Atlanta, they typically have an audience that are built surrounding children, families with children, vulnerable adults, and just lonely old adults, right? So they know their audience. They all know their audience. So what's the one thing that you do when you have such an audience? That is to be appropriate for families, right? So what the hell is this?
Yes, look at you looking. Go and give us a spin. Let me see. Ooh, woo. That's for me. All right, turn it off screen. Ah, that's for me. Ah, it's for me in my house tonight.
There's nothing like the good old pastor sexualizing his wife online in front of thousands of strangers and families and children online. But it gets worse than that. He does that a lot, but it gets worse than that with the following little segment, of which there was no disclaimer to say that it was not appropriate for children, but, you know, watch if you will.
Ooh, they looking pink and everything. I might have to take them seats in the van and lay them down. Might have to do some swallology in here. Have you ever went skinny dipping? Did you ever twerk on another guy?
Why? I don't like these questions. You still can make love and, you know, be freaky and all that, just don't get pregnant. So that's, my actions can still look like that.
So you basically, have you ever faked an orgasm?
I don't like these questions. Stop. Why you take your glasses off? I'm not, I mean.
Tell the truth. Have you ever faked with me, anybody?
Well, Mahogany, have you? Tell all the 9 and 10-year-olds in the audience. Just let it all out. Not literally, obviously, in that sense. So never in my life have I seen such a begging type family. Now, it's all very well asking your followers to support your channel and everything else, but when it comes down to it, these have done, we've already seen the asking for followers to send baby stuff for the babies.
Can send gifts and things like that. Our address is in the description box down below. Also, our twin baby registry is in the description box down below as well.
Not to mention the actual twin baby shower / meet and greet. Absolutely insane.
/ twin baby shower.
But did I mention that they had set up a Patreon, which is not so bad. They call it their fan club though, and it's £8.50 per month plus VAT. And for that you get, now listen to this, right? You get exclusive pregnancy content, be the first to see our ultrasound pictures, BTS, doctor appointments, and so much more. I mean, this takes selling your baby to a new level, you know? You get to see the ultrasound pictures for the first time. Imagine selling that to people for £8.50 plus VAT per month. That is ridiculous. Plus the doctor appointments, you need to be the first to see those, right? So when people in general, YouTubers, they do have Patreon accounts, no problem at all with that. But these, don't forget, they're not just a lovely couple who happen to be on YouTube. They are using their babies, specifically their pregnancies and their twins, to sell and make money. It's just not right at all. As of this moment in time, they have 75 signed up patrons, and that equates to £765 per month. £765 per month. That is not a bad going for an extra income, is it? For selling your baby ultrasounds and things like that, you know. Now, we've already touched on the old baby registry for the twins that they did or did not have, but this one is the baby registry for their current baby, because why not? You need more stuff, don't you? And then they also have a registry for a wish list for 2 of their existing twins for their birthday, because who knows, you don't want to pay for your own kids' birthday presents now. And also a housewarming registry, because if it can be bought for you, why not ask for it, right? Literally anything and everything they beg for. Literally, it blows my actual mind. And it doesn't stop there. This one is just tops, puts the icing on the cake, right? Meal train details. Our meal train has officially begun. Cash App, so send money to us to buy us breakfast, lunch, dinner, or just a love gift. It's okay, Justin. I think you're sending Mahogany enough love gifts to cater for us all, right? Quite honestly, I've never seen anything quite like it at all. As much as possible, send them everything as possible. And people do, even though they know what these are like. And yeah, not the most trustworthy people in the world, I wouldn't have thought. Clickbaiting, baby loss and things like that.
We thank all the people that play a part in the day-to-day operations of the Jacksons of Atlanta Enterprises.
Yep, the Jacksons of Atlanta Enterprises. You heard that correctly.
Jacksons of Atlanta Enterprises.
So, what exactly do the Jacksons of Atlanta Enterprises do for business? It sounds like Justin and Mahogany are the business brains of America. So we already know that they do indeed make money out of their vlogs. That's one form of money that they do make, and it's a legitimate form of income in a weird and twisted sense of selling your kids. They also sell advertising and sponsorship for the vlogs as well. Mustn't forget those.
What's going on, guys? I got Andy here with me from Prestige Helicopters. Thanks, Justin. Yeah, we certainly appreciate the Jacksons of Atlanta coming out and celebrating with us today.
I want to thank Glasses USA for sponsoring this video.
Not forgetting the obvious, asking for donations for your baby. That saves money too, and it's a tax write-off, I think.
Address is in the description box down below.
And of course, then there's the Patreon and the various, many times over, baby registries and housewarming registries and birthday registries. All very good forms and legitimate forms of money-making schemes. I think we can call them schemes at this particular point. But they do have their own, very own website, which tells you more about what Jacksons of Atlanta Enterprises actually does for a living. So let's take a delve into that, because I'm sure it will be phenomenally legitimate business, because Justin is a phenomenally legitimate businessman. The first port of call, of course, is the About section, because if you're going to do business with the Jacksons of Atlanta Enterprises, you need to know who exactly and what you're dealing with, and it says the following. The Jacksons of Atlanta YouTube channel started in April 2020, known as then the Jackson Family YouTube channel. It was later renamed in August 2020 by its creators, Justin and Mahogany Jackson, as the Jacksons of Atlanta. This is fascinating stuff. The Jacksons of Atlanta YouTube channel is an online streaming television show. That's right, it's a television show, everybody. Who knew, right? I just thought they were pimping out and exploiting their kids and unborn babies. But who am I to disagree? It is in fact a TV show. It focuses on the entire Jackson family. The show is best known for its loving family content, pranks, who doesn't love a good prank, right? Relationship advice and so much more. Well, I've heard some brilliant relationship advice from Justin. It kind of involves in bending his wife, you know, just saying that's not quite the relationship advice the 9-year-olds want to hear, but who am I to disagree, right? Businessmen and women of the year. The Jacksons of Atlanta is one of the fastest growing YouTube channels. I would happily disagree with that, to be honest with you. I think they're thinking quite above their station right now. Anyway, creators Justin and Mahogany Jackson focus are to offer all viewers a variety of content. The Jacksons family has worked with companies such as Delta Children, Audible, LV and so many more. That's good. They have got the attention of all the ones that do not mind people who pimp out their kids. Anyway, you can even write to the show if you should so wish. Yep, the show. Write to the this is please stop calling it a TV show, okay? It's not a TV show. It's a YouTube channel. And you two are supposed to be pastors and upholding members of society, but I'm just not getting that vibe from you, you know? I'm getting it kind of like a vibe where you're just in it for the money. So do people want to listen to that on a Sunday? Don't know. Now this is my favourite part of the whole enterprise, you know, because what brilliant business doesn't like to not sell something for money, but outright ask for money, right? So on their website, the Jacksons of Atlanta Enterprises business, ways to give money. You can give it online, so you can click give now. But my favorite is them outright asking you to send a check. That's right, send a check. Imagine Google saying, right, okay, we're here, we provide nothing for you, but if you would like to donate to Google, go here and send us a check. Mail us a check, please. Make it out to Mr. Jackson of Atlanta. And, you know, you'll be helping us out, right? How many people would jump at the chance? And this one, casting call. Actually asking for people to be cast on their TV show. You know those pranks that they produce, you know, who would have thought it? They're not real, and they're actually asking for actors of some sort, so that must explain this monstrosity then.
Tell them just how you just was all around this room like you just was a minute ago.
I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. Lady in the streets.
Tore the damn mirror off the wall. It don't make no sense, y'all.
Yep, that was a phenomenally erotic moment of one of their episodes. The episode where Justin was having an affair with his wife. It was quite the eye-opener anyway, but this saying requirements, all participants must be over the age of 18. So what happened in this one then, Justin?
Doing good.
So, this is Nevaeh.
Nice to meet you, Nevaeh.
This is your dad, Nevaeh.
Can I get a hug? Oh.
Yep, that was the infamous episode where Justin finds out that he has a long-lost daughter that he didn't know about. And this is a type of content. But the one thing that's really bad about all these so-called episodes and clips and things like that that they put up is that they don't actually say that it is a skit or a show, a scripted episode before they put it up. They just say it as Justin meets his long lost daughter, and they don't say it until right at the very end, and sometimes they don't say it at all. So it kind of leaves a lot to be desired about their transparency and things like that. Another part of their famous business model is their YouTuber program. They are going to teach everybody how to be YouTubers. So, you want to be a YouTuber? Are you ready for it? It was insane. Unfortunately, it was such a dire non-success that they had to ditch it. By the looks of things, the website is no longer up. However, I went to the way back machine and checked and found a segment of what their website is. So let's take a little brief look through it and see what you could have got for actually free. They were giving it away for free, so kudos for that. But anyway, so you want to be a YouTuber. Are you already a YouTuber and you just need help growing your channel? Well, you've come to the right place to start. We want to show you how we went from 500 subscribers to 50,000 subscribers in less than 4 months. So that is quite impressive. But what they're thinking, and this is the funny part, is that they believe that they did it in this sort of... They did it because they knew how to do it. No, the reason they did it is because they stumbled across like selling your kids online, and that's how they did it. Not because people found their videos and they knew how to, manipulate the system or anything like that. No, it was quite a basic formula. Stick your kids on YouTube, get views. I think that would be number one of their to-do list on their course, I would have thought. Starting a YouTube channel and being a YouTuber is more than just about putting videos up. In order to be a successful and highly paid YouTuber, you need to know and understand everything about YouTube, such as monetization, Google AdSense, analytics, YouTube Studio, branding, creating thumbnails, choosing titles, and so much more. Choosing titles is your thing, isn't it, Justin? Things like, we lost our baby. Yep, we definitely lost our baby. What, you didn't understand the title? It says we lost our baby. When do we say we lost our baby? It says we lost our baby. No, when did it say we lost our... You're an idiot. Okay, pure and simple, idiot. So these are the things that you will learn on the course. How to start your YouTube channel, how to make money on YouTube, how to gain your first 1,000 subscribers, how to brand your YouTube channel and stand out like a pro, creating content and strategy, content schedule planning. So it sounds like a winner, but let's go and meet the instructors who are pure to be stand-up people. Justin and Mahogany Jackson are two influential voices that impact, empower, and inspire the lives of today's generation. Justin and Mahogany Jackson are both full-time YouTubers. Justin and Mahogany have the experience and knows what it takes to grow and build a successful YouTube channel. Well, they managed to grow a YouTube channel off the basis, as I mentioned already, off their kids, right? But inspirational voices, I don't know. They seem to think that they are. They are these pastors that do the church thing every Sunday, and they think they're inspiring people with their renditions of God and Saviour and everything else, right? However, I think they're not quite as inspiring as I think they are. Just my personal opinion from having watched many vlogs. Justin and Mahogany Jackson are the visionary founders of the Jacksons of Atlanta YouTube channel. The visionary founders. I'm sorry, but I've seen a lot of shit in my time. And I've also seen a lot of shit on this channel and in the backdrop of their lives. And there is zero that suggests that anything they are doing is visionary. Nothing. It's all been done before on the YouTube, except for they are doing it worse than most people. And on their website, every single thing, nothing is of a unique sense that people might say, all right, I want to do business with them because they offer this. Because nothing, zero, zip, absolutely nothing. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you this, Justin, but no, just no. So along with the main channel that has 274 subscribers at the moment, they have a host of other channels which they've tried but failed to, capture the imagination of the public. The Jackson Twins is the best with 17,000 subs, focusing obviously on their twins and the two sets of twins that they have. Next up is Mahogany's World with 15,500 subscribers, followed by Justin and Mahogany, their duo of 15,000. Pastor Justin Jackson with 2,000 subs, and coming up last is JJ's Comedy, because who doesn't love a pastor with great comedy, right? He's that's a new channel, so give him credit. He's got 257 subs so far. It is on the up and up. I can't wait to see more content there, Justin. Honestly, it sounds fabulous. Now I'm going to shock the hell out of everybody. After everything I've said about everybody, this I'm not going to take the piss out of. So this is Mahogany's very own book that she wrote. I'm Not the Girl I Used to Be. And I have purchased myself a copy. That's right, I have. I know. However, for those that are thinking that I'm lying in their pockets, I'm not. I specifically chose a copy which was being sold by a third party, so they don't get to keep any of the funds. I'm sorry, Mahogany, but I couldn't, in my greatest conscience, actually lie in your pockets in that sense. But I've read some of the book so far, and yeah, it looks well written. I hope that you were the sole author and you didn't get anybody else to write it, but it looks quite a good read and quite a tearjerker. So I'll let everybody know how that goes. Now we'll end this segment by quite the don't know what to say about this, to be honest with you, but part of their business strategy clearly. Sub to the juicy stuff. Justin and Mahogany OnlyFans. That's right. I actually set up an OnlyFans. Oh my god. Oh my giddy god. They actually set up an OnlyFans. That's right. Part of their brilliant business brains thought it would be a great idea to set up an OnlyFans for all their kiddie fans to sub to them. Yeah, it's great, isn't it? However, sadly, it seems like it fell by the wayside as the page is no longer available. But Justin, I have a bone to pick with you because I have never ever, now call me a prude if you wish, but I have never ever clicked onto an OnlyFans page in my life. But I did yours and it wasn't even there. It wasn't there. Right, so I've now got OnlyFans on my computer history. Thank you. Anyway, I'm dumbstruck by your audacity, and yes, your whatever that was that you went through at that particular time. I hope you got over it. Not to diss anybody who are actually doing OnlyFans, by the way. I just give a disclaimer. Nothing against you guys whatsoever. So And that's it. Their business. It's an array of crap, but you know, I don't really know what to say about it. So what have we decided from the past hour and a bit of entertainment here? We have found out that Justin and Mahogany have firstly lied, possibly, about losing a twin. Possibly. I say possibly because there is that outside chance that it wasn't a lie and that actually did happen. However, they've strung everybody along. And worst case scenario is that they've clickbaited the shit out of their dead child. And that is as bad as lying about not having a child in the first place. So whatever the case may be, they are scum and should not be allowed a platform on YouTube. And they should not be the inspirational people they claim to be, isn't it? So there's that. They've also obviously clickbaited the fact they've lost a baby, and when they didn't, and just they've also had the allegations against them surrounding the whole daycare centre thing. Obviously, nothing was proven, and the authorities said that they had the all clear, but they gave up soon after and decided to bugger off. So that was just another one of their whims, I feel, because they seem to have all these like money-making schemes, and that was probably just one of them, one of the earlier ones before YouTube came along, and that they could exploit other people's children rather than their own at the time. And then they've got all these business models. They've got the begging and they're asking for money for this, that, and the other. Literally everything. As always, with most YouTubers, they claim that they've been asked to provide an address for stuff to be sent to their kids. And no, even if it's requested, don't provide an address for people to send things to your children. It's not okay, it's not right, and it's just not morally right, no matter what way you want to spin it at all. And we've also concluded that they have an OnlyFans, or had an OnlyFans, so morals are not really part. I mean, imagine a pastor having an OnlyFans. Oh, that just sounds worse, doesn't it? I'm sorry. Anyway, I hope you've all enjoyed this trip down memory lane. If you already knew all this information, if I brought some more things to light, I'm glad of that. If you're new here, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and comment everything you want to comment down below about this family. Do you support them? Do you support what they do? Do you hate them? Do you hate what they do? Anything you like, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you again soon in another video. Take care of yourselves, and bye bye.